Good morning. Well, officially, it's the first day of winter. Doesn't look it. BOM indicates maybe a top of 18 today. Out for a local ride on Doozer. Gonna head out, grab a coffee in Blackwood and head north towards Daylesford and a little bit north of Daylesford. Have a look around there. So from Easter Monday Track to Leonards Road to Camp Road to Tow Rag. I'm on the Leonards Hill South Ballato Road. This is, down there is Suckling Lane. Haven't been down here. I have no idea. We'll end up somewhere. As you can see, it's well maintained, it's fast, traction's pretty good. Oh, won't be too fast, those corners come up quick.
You're not paying close enough attention.
Post office track. Side tracks come up real quick, but this is a great bit of track. There's a car over there. I don't know if I'm on someone's land. Fence. I'm really tempted to look down at my DMD2 map, but I'm having too much fun. Yeah, we're at Sailors Falls. Let's turn left, then turn right, Telegraph Road. Oh, that worked out well, because up here is the road that goes to... Don't worry about moving over, mate. Here's the road that goes to Old Tom Track. So the area that's been burnt, front wheel went then. The area that's been burnt in here, I did a run out here 4-6 weeks ago, and some of this was a planned burn, and some of it got out of hand. Loose and dry on top. This is the second time I've ridden this, and I'm surprised, I guess, how little it's used by motorcyclists. I don't know if that's because they're not meant to be here. It's a great shortcut. This will take me across to the Midland Highway. Midland Highway, Bassalt Road. This is Verona Road. So tracks running left and right, going everywhere. I'm on Rodoni Track, having a quick look at DMD2. Oh, shit. I was about to say it comes out somewhere, but it came out somewhere way too quick. Oh, keep following it. So as I was saying, I'm on Rodoni Track, and one of the reasons why I came out this side of town today was I know in the past that Ian from Oz ADV Rider has been out here, and a couple of days ago I watched a vlog of Keith Jobson's. He did a 3-day ride. And a lot of those tracks that he had in there were some of the Goldfields area rides. And when you consider the history of probably where I am now, which is between Daylesford and Guildford, and all these areas, there's a lot to look at. So today's ride will just be to familiarise myself with the area. We're back onto Bassalt Road, Old Verona Road. So this is Bassalt Road, so where we came across from Midland Highway, went across into the bush and then back out through the bush. So up there ahead, I'm guessing that's Mount Franklin. It's amazing how dry it is out here compared to the Yarra Valley side of Melbourne. My last ride on Sven was a week ago. Went out to the Thompson Dam, and when I was coming up into and out of Erica, it was amazing how green it was and how fat the cattle were out there. And you look out here, it's dry. I was just talking about how dry it was out here compared to the Yarra Valley side of Melbourne. I was coming down the road, looking off to the left. I could see where the creek was. Just looking at some of the erosion, it kind of makes you start to wonder what rain events did they have to cause this much erosion. Not sure where to stand. But check that out. So I was talking about how dry it was out here. But you look at how deep these water courses are. And obviously at some point in time, there was a lot of water that ran down here to cause this erosion. And I'm wondering if during the gold mining times, they diverted water from somewhere else. Who knows, but that's a lot of water over a lot of time to do this damage. Well, I'll make my way back to Doozer because he's on the side of the road and I'm stuck down in the gully. I think I mentioned in my vlog last week when I was out on the other side of town at Thompson Dam about the joys of this adventure riding or adventure bikes or dual sports or whatever you want to call it. You can just go anywhere. Today the weather's perfect. Travelling along and past this property, which is pretty significant, or would have been in its time, makes you wonder, what occurred that places like this are empty. However many years ago there were people living here, kids playing in the yard, people working the land. It's been a great day. I was about to say something about the history of the area, not that I know a lot, but the dry stone wall probably speaks more words than I can. I'm not sure what all the other rock formations behind the wall are for, but that's a pretty amazing piece of work on that wall. By the look of the land, there's still a sheep industry. Obviously, not a lot. You can see that there's very little feed on the ground, and that there's patches where they've had to feed the sheep. No areas of South Australia are looking at drought issues, and obviously over in this part of Victoria we're looking at the same drought issues. There's a few dams with water in them, but they're fairly low. I'm in the Vaughn Springs, Town area. It's been about 2 years since I was out here. It was always dry, but it It's amazing how dry it is at the moment. And it always amazed me with this, obviously, a free camp area. It's always busy. It's the last place you'd think people would come and camp. It's not like there's much of a water feature. Don't know, maybe because it's free. Just coming into the small township of Malmesbury. Malmesbury was the home of the Youth Justice Centre, which closed at the end of 2023. It'd be interesting to see what impact that had on the town when you take that workforce away and that industry. This is the back or the side of the facility. Piece of land and a lot of money sitting going to waste. So my day's coming to a close. Grabbed some fuel in Kyneton. Hit the highway, got a bit bored, so I thought I might as well cut across Mount Macedon and then get back to the highway. So just rolling down the hills into Mount Macedon. So weekends at the Mount are generally busy. Open garden scheme kind of runs. People come up from the city. Back in a different life, I used to do some garden and tree work on some of the properties around here. And in that life, I also used to work at the Mount pub. Different times, different days, different life. Well, there's my day. Have maybe 40 kilometres of asphalt to get home. I don't anticipate anything exciting happening between now and then. If I do, I'll bring you along. So other than that, cheers. See you next time.